Okay, right. 8:02. Today's Tuesday, August 8th, 2023. Remember that day. All right, the show tonight is going to be sponsored by the Anyone Can Farm Experience Homestead Hog Harvest, which is coming up in November. It looks like this year we're going to do one Homestead Hog Harvest and one charcuterie. And if you are interested in those classes, you can check bakersgreenacres.com to find out the details on those. The title of this tonight is Course Correction, right? And
Can you take one moment and refresh the screen and then come back on?
How do I do that? Okay, we had to sync it up. But this looks different to me now. I don't know. Well, anyway. Hey, Jill, there's no, oh, here it is. Chat. Okay, I got it. Okay, we got it. I got it fixed. I figured it out, yeah. Okay, so course correction. We're going to have a course correction. I've said this for a long time. When you're doing your operation, when you're working on something, and then you start realizing that there is a better way to go, you correct your course. Like if I'm going to go from here to McBain, I go down the end of the road and then I have to correct my course. I have to take a right. I go to the next road and I have to take a left. I can't go straight. It'd be okay if I was, flying as the crow. And still, I would have to do course correction, because if I was flying and then I hit a wind that's coming at me from the south, it's going to change my course. So I have to correct it. So it's like that in our farming operations. We constantly have to make corrections constantly. So we figured out just tonight that, because I know where we're going tonight, we figured out just tonight that we've been doing the show for 4.5 years, over 4.5 years. January, it would be 5 years, right? It doesn't seem to be any end. We did it one night a week, and then we did it 2 nights a week. Then we did it 5 nights a week, and we made a course correction on that, because 5 nights a week was just way too much time away from my operation. And I want you guys to know that my work is right up there with my family, as far as the most important things in my life is my work. So I usually go to bed thinking about my work and how it benefits my family, because that's what I am here to do. So I really spend a lot of time thinking about my work. And as we've done this show for nearly 4.5 years, or over 4.5 years, it's helped me to think about what I'm doing. And I've become much better at what I'm doing than I was before. I didn't, before I started doing the show, and the show started out as, let's just answer some questions. People were bugging me with questions. I shouldn't say bugging me. They were interrupting my day, and I was becoming upset about that, being interrupted constantly. And so then, we'll just go online and we'll do one night a week. And that way, when people call here, the kids or anybody that answers the farm phone can say, oh, well, you can just tune in, Wednesday night or whatever. And that's where it all began. And it's worked out pretty good. We've covered a lot of terrain. And one of the things that I learned when I was in school was one of the best ways to understand things is to teach it. So you partake in a process and you master the process, and then you show someone else how to do it. Then you really got it. And the Anyone Can Farm classes have been super. Super. The classes have been super. I had more fun doing that. Met some of the coolest people, and looking forward to this season. Thinking about adding something else. Thinking about adding a family cow, or milking, or something. An intensive instructional about cows, keeping cows, and you get this white stuff out of them. Now what? It's like chickens too. You get the little peeps, and then in a short period of time, they're and then what? Then what do you do? Somebody's here. So thinking about doing that. The charcuterie class has gone pretty well. We're adjusting things on all of these things. As of late, I've learned quite a bit about business and instruction, and it's time for a course correction. All right. So what I'm getting down to here is tonight's going to be the last night of our show. I won't be doing it anymore. And I need to focus more attention on my work and farm. All right. I am more convinced that small farms like this are the thing of the future, and that a time is coming when I will want to show this to more people. And I don't know about the whole cyber thing. I'm talking right now if it weren't for the cyber thing. But I don't know how effective that has been. A lot of you have supported our mission, our cyber mission, the Tribe Plus, but more people have not. Way more have not. And so we've totally closed registration on that. When it opens back up, it's going to be way different. It's almost like we offered it for X amount, and then a lot of people didn't respond, and we thought, well, maybe that's too much, and so we lowered it, 14 cents a day. And I think there's like 15,000 people on the tribe, and we have just a handful of people that have responded. And that entitles you to consulting every other Wednesday night, and only a handful of people have responded to that. So obviously, it's time for a course correction. Now we're going to continue what we have done with the people that have responded. You're still in, and you still have access to everything. There will be stuff added. Consulting is still going to be a real live thing. As a matter of fact, if you check our website under consulting, it's such a real thing that you will notice a change in the compensation for moi, right? You're going to notice a big change. And because we figured out that people who get into this that are serious about it act serious. If we offer something for 14 cents a day, I don't think people take that seriously. I guess I wouldn't either. But if when I've gone to seminars, things like that, and I got to lay down $1,000, I'm going to be sitting there with my eyes wide open because I want to absorb the information. And so I generally don't go to any kind of trainings or anything like that that are cheap, because you wind up with a bunch of cheap people in the audience, and it's just a cheap thing, and it's just not that good. It's sort of like soft serve ice cream. I don't eat soft serve ice cream anymore. I eat hand dipped. I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyway, we're going to end it tonight. I'm still going to do these videos, once in a while. I'll hold out my phone and I'll just show you what I'm doing. But they're going to be on Baker's Green Acres and Baker's Green Acres YouTube, Baker's Green Acres, the site, the website, and Baker's Green Acres Facebook. So if you want to stay in contact with what we're doing here and seeing what we're doing here, you can do that. If you want to participate in some of our classes, you can also do that, and we'd love to have you. You're going to notice a change in the compensation on that, because we've realized that this is very specialized training, and it's not for everybody. And I do still believe that anyone can farm, but what I've seen is not everybody is willing to farm, right? I think the most important component that I may have not bared down on enough over the years that we've been together here is I haven't stressed that this is a lot of work. And if you can't stay focused and you're not willing to work hard, it's not going to happen. We put in a lot of time on this farm. Like today, I just came up from what I'm doing, and I'm plopping myself down. And I told Jill, we better, have a, some sort of formality, like, hey, we don't want to go off on a not positive note. It's definitely positive. It's like we ran this for 4.5 years. Now we're going to course correct. We're going to do something else. I don't know exactly what it is, other than I know that I have a lot of things on the farm that are not the way I want them to be. And we seemed to be spending time, sitting here and instructing people that I'm not really sure if it's helping. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. But there's a lot of videos out there. And so there's 4 years worth of stuff that people can listen to if they want to. And that's going to have to do it. Tribe Plus is closed, or I think it's closing Thursday. So someone could get in now, and it is closing, and you will see when it up, you're going to be really surprised at what the compensation that we want. Okay, so that's the way it is. I think it's good. I think we've covered a lot of terrain. I think we've all learned things. I'm not sure whether there won't be another format that comes my way that I think, hey, would be beneficial. But I'm open to suggestions. By all means, I'm open to suggestions. You can get a hold of me through the Baker's Green Acres website, or, there's a million ways to get a hold of me, or at least 4 I can think of. Ring my phone. That I do answer my phone if people have input. Yeah, so the most exciting thing that I'm working on right now is we have been milking cows now for, I guess it's about 3-4 years. This is probably our 3rd time doing it. And we've just built out the milk part. I put in the 5th stanchion today. Had to do a lot of work down in there, had to do a lot of concrete work and a lot of building. Just got the filling built today. Got one more day down there until I pull all my tools out. The milk cows have been separated from the beef cows, so we just have a really small group of girls. It is so nice. And with this configuration, I walk in there, I slide a door open. They come in at the same time. They put their heads right through the things. We just go down the line and lock them in. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And once they're locked in, they just stand there. They're eating their grain. They're just standing there. And now I can take really good care of these girls and not just be these 5 girls in this big group with the beef cows getting in the way all the time. And the bull, he's problematic. He's going down the road in the fall. So I think that this is a good place to end this. I want to reiterate that I think it's very important to be a multifaceted operation, to work with the seasons, set your operation in such a way that the tailings of one process are the beginnings of the next process. Don't skimp on infrastructure, all that good stuff. So there it is. If anybody needs to contact me, figure out a way to do it. I don't see anything on here that I need to read off. I appreciate the time that we've had. It's been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. We never planned on going forever. So, yeah, and our numbers for the re-listen on this show are higher than they've ever been. So it's not that it's not working. It's just we're going to do something different. We're going to slide a different direction. I really appreciate the people who've responded, and I tried to let you know that I need to train up my replacement. And so I know of at least 2 or 3 of them that are out there that have, set up our operations like ours and are running classes, conducting classes. And I really appreciate that. I mean, it's like I asked you to do something and you did it. It is lucrative, right? It is a good way to make a living. And plus it helps the United States of America. And that's important too. So that's it. Yeah, I'll still be coming to you via, quick videos when I get around to it. Usually when I discover something, I like to show it. And so I will do that. And if anybody has input, like I said, get in touch with me. I appreciate everything that we've done together. And yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Angus says, "Oh, wow, Mark, you influenced a lot of people into homesteading." All right, well, good. That's good. We'll continue to do it. We'll continue to do that. It's been fun. Okay, I'm going to get off. If nobody has anything else, sayonara.